I decided to go on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. And one of the places that I wanted to go to especially and had requested to go to was Oskar Schindler's grave. So I went out there and we had visited Oskar Schindler, and I came out of the cemetery, which is on the outskirts of Jerusalem, and as I came out I saw 2 or 3 very tiny children crying and screaming, and I was approached by an old woman who asked me if I could help in broken English, pointing to a road or alleyway next to the cemetery. I saw a evidently Jewish male being dragged down the alleyway forcibly by 3 Arab individuals. I ran down the alleyway, really without any sort of thought at all, to be honest, and I clotheslined one of the attackers who was kind of punching this guy. I got him into a headlock, and as I did so I turned round to my left, where a guy who had a belt wrapped around his hand, a belt buckle, had been hitting this Jewish fella. As I pulled the Jewish man away and literally threw him up the alleyway to safety, shouting to him, "Go, go," the man with the belt buckle, the young Arab guy with the belt buckle, started punching me in the face. And because I'd turned my back on the third male, he had gone into the compound, and without me seeing, he came out of the compound wielding a claw hammer, and he smashed me straight over the head with it, which caused me to lose a lot of consciousness. It certainly wasn't in the brochure, that's for sure, for the tour, but I fell against the wall, unconscious almost, still with this other young man in a headlock, although it was sort of being released by the second. And I remember 2 friends who were to become friends shouting, "Go, go." And then the guy who was punching me, the guy who had been punching me with the belt, started shouting, "Go," and I turned and saw this third man with the claw hammer raised to hit me again on the head, and luckily for me he shouted, "Go, go," so I scrambled out, and certainly spent the next few days seeing double. I didn't want to make a fuss about it all, so I didn't go to the hospital. I just got a bag of peas and hoped that my eyesight would straighten up without wanting to worry some of the other people that were on the trip with me. Reports got back to me, sadly there are a lot of murders and deaths that occur in a very horrific way, and the Israeli police assured me that he would have been killed without a doubt if we hadn't intervened. And so in that sense I did save his life, but I just went to help someone, essentially. I didn't go with that intent in mind. What I do believe is that I was conditioned through my 25 years of police service, where I've also been shot at and stabbed and injured and cut, to react without kind of, as we say, and again without being cliched, without fear or favour. I'm no different to anyone else that I've served with, and there are a lot of people that do a lot of stuff every day that goes unnoticed and unrecorded, so it's kind of what we do, really.